Yo guys, today is going to be a different type of video. Today I'm going to be telling you guys how you can get Gladiator, how you can get 2400 in twos, how you can start pushing in RPGs. So let's get into the video and I will see you guys there. So obviously the first step would be to get a synchronized team, and what that basically means is you want to play a comp that's generally used as a meta comp. What a meta comp is basically two classes or three that go well together. So like Rogue, Mage, Priest, really good sync because Fear doesn't DR with Poly or Sap, and then Blind doesn't DR with anything but Fear and DB. So those comps go really good together, and also they do a lot of damage. Another comp is Jungle. You got melee cleaves, caster. Every single class in the game has a meta comp. Whether it's turbo. Maybe it's not like the top tier, but every class can play with something and be decent. So what you're going to be looking for is your meta comp, so you want to be looking for those. And then once you get down what you're going to be wanting to play with, so like me, my goal would be to find a mage and a priest, and then I would be able to play threes. So once you got your three people, you want to go for and how do you look for your people? Let's get over that real quick. So you want to go for XP, and what that means is experience. So overall experience. Usually when you're pushing, you want to get people with decent XP, so you know they've played their class, they understand what their class does, and you basically can start syncing that way. Now you want to base your XP with their XP. Because if you get somebody really high XP, so if you were for say if you're just starting out the game and you're 1900 XP and you're trying to play with somebody that's 2700 XP, that mage is going to get or that mage, rogue, priest, or any other class is going to get irritated because if you mess up, they're going to be like, "Yo, why are you looking for this type of XP when you're this XP?" It's like so you generally want to get people that are your XP and build a synchronized push. And then, get people that you can know. And if you don't really know anybody, your best option is just going looking for group and basically type in um, chill. Or honestly, what I would do is to find a mage, I would do um, looking for a mage, B tag, glad push. And then you'd so let's say you already have a priest. So I already have a priest, so 2400 twos, rogue, priest, 2900 XP. My glad looking for mage. So you just put this and then you start searching for your teammate. But obviously you would put whatever your XP is and then start looking for your teammate. So that's your first thing is finding teammates. Now after that much, once you really get your teammates, you're kind of in a good spot because it really only takes your teammates to push any CR. The only CR that I would say that actually takes skill to push for is rank 1. Because it was our first season pushing anything, and I got, um, basically, like, I played a little bit of BFA. I played BFA, but only on HPL, and then I played Shadowlands, and I'm basically, on the Shadowlands, I've gotten all this, and it's just pretty easy. So it's not really hard to get to 27, or I mean, honestly, it's not even hard to get to 29. I'd say past that, if you as long as you have people to queue with that are similar XP, you're good to go. And I queued with people that I personally boosted, like my mage, the real truth, cough cough. I boosted him to 29 or 2800 as high as CR, boost him in RPGs, everything, and then he instantly blocked me and my priest, and now we have no teammate. So we personally boosted him, and he basically done what Ugly Ball Baby did to Mud, was a little scumbag bitch. So after basically you get your classes and all that down, and you got similar XP, now your main thing you want to be trying to do is get friends that you can rely on. Because you don't want to just it's good to get random people, but you can't rely on them to be, there when you need them. So it's really good to have homies that you know, either IRL or just on the game. But yeah, having friends to queue with is just 10 times better. You're just having a good time. Now, once you got your comp down and you finally get a queue, your main goal is first looking up on YouTube, like watching really good players. Like if you're playing Rogue, looking at Naj play, Najee, even though I farm him into the ground every time I face him. He's a really good guy to watch, even though he fucks up like half the time. But yeah, watching him, or just look at the best classes that you're looking for. So if you're playing warrior, your best option would be to find the comp that you're playing and just type that in on YouTube and basically just watch a good player play your comp. And then you're going to get it down basically pretty much instantly. Because obviously the game right now doesn't take that much skill, especially if you're playing survival hunter or just hunter hunter in general or warlock or DK, any three of those. But or rogue mage, lol. So once you got your comp down again, and once you got, your XP down, all that, you really can just start pushing. And the best thing that you can do to learn is to play more games. The more games you play, the more you will learn. When I was doing viewer games and I had 7K games in one season, you learn a lot just off of playing. Even if you're not the best and you're just learning, just playing the game and just keep going and facing different comps, you start to understand that, like, okay, this is when they're gonna do that, this is when they're gonna do this, and then once you can read your enemy's mind, you're basically set out to be almost any CR you'd like to be. Like, as soon as you're able to basically know what's gonna happen versus every comp, you're basically good to go. So that's really all it will take for you to get Glide. That's literally Glide, just easy. That's not gonna take you any hustle. That should just be pretty much free Glide for you. And then once you get that glide the first time, it's not going to take much to get your glide your second or third or fourth. It'll just be a walk in the park pretty much. And yeah, that's basically all there is to it. There's not much more to it. So your comp, your XP, you also need to be farming like these little tiny farms that might not seem, they're like, "Oh, I don't want to do these farms." Unfortunately, it's worth it because if you're not going to do them, especially in the higher CRs where everyone does them. So as you can see, I'm at 265 and I'm at Enlightenment. Like I'm literally like 30 points off or 30. So having my rep and all that, and having, let's say you had a four set. So having these four sets, which you can get one per week now, which is pretty good. Having that four set you just really need because past 2400 or even maybe even past 2100, you're just going to be facing four sets that are just, it doesn't matter how good you are. Like I'm facing, like I play versus people that are rank 1 and they're garbage at 2400, but they're playing either like survival hunter or assassination night fae with four set, and it's just not even a comparison when they're doing, when they're hitting 30k, when they're hitting 30Ks compared to my 15Ks, it's just like it's way too much of a big difference. So not doing that rep farm or not doing your weekly vaults can really just screw you up. Okay, well there's a message. So that is basically it for the tips and tricks. Now there is add-ons that you can play that'll really enhance your playstyle, and I'll show you these right now. And there's also macros that I'll show you, so then we can get a proper tricks and tips and all that stuff. If I had a teammate that was on right now, I would just show you a bunch of other stuff. But it's kind of late. Well, it's early for me since I woke up a little bit ago. But your add-ons you want to be rocking with is big debuffs. This will help you see all the stuff that everyone keeps asking about. So big debuffs, battleground enemies. This is for RBGs, but I would automatically have this. Capping, I would have this as well for RBGs. I have damage meter. You don't really need this, but obviously I like it. Um, so you can either run Gladius or S Arena, and I like S Arena more. That's just me. I need the boots for me. So I like S Arena. Let me see where it is real quick. S Arena. So S Arena, I like it way more. There's not a shit ton of big blocks on the fucking on the screen and shit. So I'm chilling. I'm vibing. But there's your add-ons. And then for macros, what macros will do for you is really enhance your gameplay, especially if you have the keybinds on your mouse where you can click those, and then maybe have like a, if I had a blind macro, I would have that, have I have 3 blinds, um, have maybe 3 disarms, just a bunch of that stuff, and it'll really just help you a lot with having those macros. Now, if I had those macros, I'd definitely play like 10 times better because I don't have to like, um, target somebody and then do it. I can just instantly do it. So if you do have those, I would definitely look into that and check that out. But having those macros would just easily help you. Now, if you guys have any other questions in the comments, let me know. This is a short video that I'm just running this raid and it's, 3 o'clock. And I'm just trying to get, talk to you guys for a little bit. But, we're going to be doing 0 to hero. Now, I'm going to be doing that a little bit later in the season. Because if I start doing it now, I'm just going to face, like, fully geared people at 1400. Because it's still technically, I guess, the start of the season. So we're gonna wait on that a little bit. But I am gonna be doing carries soon for gold, so I will have some really good content, a lot of arenas coming out, and all that good stuff. But yeah, if you guys want to see higher CR, we're gonna be pushing 3 soon whenever we can find a mage. Push that gladiator real quick, and then we were gonna go for rank 1, but obviously the mage that I had that I boosted myself just randomly blocked us and quit the game. So like a douche. But I guess that's just how it is. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you want to see. If you have any questions, any comments, anything I missed, let me know, and I will comment to whatever you guys need. But I will see you guys in the next video. Peace, peace.